Hey everybody, it's Joe here with the Reese Food Company, and I'm making a quick video tonight on the differences between the Ooni Koda 16, the way it lights up, the way it functions, and how quick it cooks, and my Ooni Pro, which has gotten a whole bunch of use already. So we're going to start off real simple. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. If you want to look in here, when we fire up the Ooni Koda 16, it's got a cool L-shaped burner. And that's all you have to do to get it to fire up. Leave it at full blast for probably about 15-20 minutes, and that sucker is going to get up to close to 800-900 degrees depending on how long you allow it to stay lit. Sneak back here, because on the Ooni Pro you can't see it from where you're at, but there is a gas attachment with a knob on the back, and it lights up just like that. Hold it for a couple seconds, make sure it stays lit, and then you go ahead and let it continue to warm up. I've already taken the liberty for the sake of shortening this video to have these ovens preheated. This one is really cool. It's one single stone. It's going to be hotter, obviously, wherever you see the flame attachment. And if you can zoom in on that, you can see it's already at 750, 780 degrees, right? And this one here was lit up already. The flame just coming from the back, full strength, we're at 768, 730 degrees. And I had shut them down for a brief few minutes just to get them from 900 degrees down to that. I always recommend you go ahead and get your stone as hot as you can first, so that it's hot from the back all the way to the front and on both ovens, and then go ahead and lower your temperature on it so that you could get to a launching point that's closer to where you prefer it. I do New York style pizzas. I prefer to launch at about 760, 740 to 760 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this one right to about there. Then I'm going to get back there and lower this as well. And we're going to go ahead and make up a couple pizzas real quick and watch how they cook a little differently. Once again, I took some liberties here to have these ready ahead of time. So we're just going to make a couple white pizzas. One's going to have an Alfredo sauce, and one's going to have a white pizza that I like to put, a white sauce that I like to put on our white with hot peppers or roasted peppers. Gives it a little kick. That right there is a 10.5 ounce ball of dough. Makes about a 10-inch pizza. Nice and crispy, New York style. Let's start with this one here, my yellow sauce. And it's just a simple garlic, hot pepper, a little bit of black pepper, definitely olive oil in there. Take my banana peppers. A little bit of shredded mozz. Just like that. Some extra pecorino romano. And we're going to go ahead for some color. We're going to throw some red peppers on here. Some roasted red peppers. and a little bit of already pre-cooked, crumbled up sausage for the carnivore in me. Okay. Real simple. Pizza's simple, tasty, and we're going to go ahead and put this one in the Ooni Pro. And that's in there. Next one, I made an Alfredo. It's got a little spinach in it. Normally I would do my blackened chicken with this, and then I would throw some roasted red peppers on top as well, but I am out of chicken, so we're just going to make a simple four cheese. You have the Alfredo cheese sauce, a little bit of my mozzarella and provolone blend here. I'm going to take some of that, some pecorino romano, and throw some fresh mozz on here as well. And that's that. Take it, put a little bit of air underneath it, and get ready to launch. Now, this one's here already ready to spin. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gap underneath the dough there. Comes right out. Look at how that's already darkening. Looking good already. You can spin it halfway, you can spin it 180 degrees, whichever one you end up working out is best for you. And this oven here, you have to pay a little bit more attention to, simply because of that extra burner. But as you can see, it's already starting to bubble. The back of the crust is already raising up, and there's a slight gap underneath the dough. That slight gap tells me that it's good to spin. Look at that. Not kidding. This is a beast right here. I'm not kidding. Now I'd probably lower that just a hair. Okay, so that's as low as it goes. The neat thing with the Ooni Koda 16 is it has a secret different volume, a secret lower volume. So you go all the way up to the top, push it in like you're shutting it off, and just past it, and you can get just a little bit lower. And that really does a great job. Take your spinner peel, which is a smaller one. It's just made for spinning pies. Beautiful. Bubbly, beautiful. Getting some spotting. That comes from being 3-day-old dough, not letting it get warm enough. A lot of people make a big deal about the spots. They like the spots, they don't like the spots. Whatever, sometimes you get spots. The longer you let your dough sit out and it warms up, you don't get as much spots. So if you want spots, use cold dough sometimes, or use an older dough, and you'll get your spots. Now I gotta keep my eye on here. Another little trick you could do with these is if you like a crispy bottom, like I do. That's how I like to serve mine. Once you know your sides are done, your top is where you want it, go ahead and shut that off and just let that sit on a nice hot stone. This one here, my bottom is nice. I don't know if you can get under there. Look at that toast. That's crispy. That's nice. I'll put that over here. Let it cool before we cut it off. And we're not going to cut it on that. Go ahead and shut that off. And let's pull this out now. As you can see, if you get close there, it's still bubbling. Even without the flame, it's still bubbling. With that bottom, look at that bottom. You see that? That's nice. Just a nice simple Alfredo style pizza. And we're going to go ahead and cut them and dress them. All right. We got a couple serving trays. I'm going to start with this one here. Listen to the crisp. That's the way I like it. And we're only going to go in 4 because there's only a couple of us eating. Nice crisp on that one as well. That goes there. Let's throw some fresh ripped up basil. Can't go wrong with fresh basil. And then I like to add my homemade garlic oil as just a little finishing drizzle. If you get something from the Reese Food Company, you're getting some garlic drizzle, you're getting extra love and care, and you're getting homemade fresh pizzas made the way we know how to make them and the way you like to eat them. So, bon appetit. We love your faces.